Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to a new video. We're gonna do our legend hits today, so hopefully we'll be able to get the 320 in again and keep our streaks rolling. We actually reset like top 300 this morning, so we're doing pretty good. And let's see if we can get it done today too. Let me show the army once again real quick with the equipments like this, and then without further ado, let's get into the first base. So okay, here we have this double rage tower base. There's actually many approaches to this, so which one should I pick? I think I'd go for the RC right here, and then I can engage the rage tower from the side and hopefully be able to skip some of the traps. So the we'll see how much value we can get. I'm hoping shield path to the builder hut and then take out the rage tower itself. Also the RC, not bad value for sure. So we have another invisibility left. Let's use it to get this inferno down. Perfect value. So now we have a choice either to start from here. I think I'm gonna take that and leave the monolith for the backside. Let's king and queen and then put the army in from right there. Trying to snipe this minion prince would be cool if it goes down, and it actually does. Very nice. We can actually pop the king ability right here, get some nice value, and actually trigger the rage tower at the backside, so perfect. Now we'll use the warden ability right now. We are getting pretty weird split, so I'm hoping to be able to fix it with this overgrowth. Okay, meanwhile, let's try to keep the RC alive, but probably too late, yeah. King was already on her. So we still do have pretty bad splits. So let's try and fix it. Hopefully this queen and the giant can stay alive, and then I can use the rage right here to get this part of the base down. But it's actually just roots and all the healers, so not ideal. Okay, perfect. The queen is wrapping around, and yeah, this isn't the cleanest one, or the cleanest ending at least, but we got it. Okay, next up we actually have the exact same base. Wow, of course. So let's try and keep it interesting and use a new approach, since the last one also didn't really work all too great. Maybe I'll start on the top rage tower right now. This side, nah. I'll go from the left side right here on this mortar and try and take down the rage compartment. Not completely, of course, but a nice part of it. And then let's see what kind of a funnel we have. It's looking like the RC will actually stay kind of on the outside and not get the complete compartment down. So we're gonna need to do something to complete our funnel, since the inner ring is still pretty much fully alive. Okay, let's get this RC down and then recall out. Perfect. And let's use the log launcher actually to finish this funnel of the inner ring. I'm gonna shoot the giant arrow from here and the log launcher. I want the log launcher to take down the scatter shots and the X-bow, so my roots will stay together and going to the right side. It's looking like That's exactly what it'll do. Let's rage up and pop the warden ability before the big bomb went off. Now my army is staying quite nicely together. So let's overgrowth right there, because these spitters mostly do so much. I'm gonna freeze right here because my RC is actually getting targeted. Yeah, like you see, the log launcher did exactly like we wanted. And then we can just wrap around slowly. This skeleton spell should keep the monolith busy for a while. And it looks like we got another triple. Okay, I was gonna say next up we have this base, but it's legit the third time in a row we have this. So like the previous one, let's try and get a new approach in. Last time, first one, I actually want to start up here and get the corner down first. So let's try that. I'm thinking it'll go to the spitter actually, but I'm not sure. If it does go into the rage compartments, yeah, it goes into spitter, and then with these CC troops, we'll be able to get the monolith down. So we actually do have 3 different approaches on the same base. Let's get another Invision. This was actually way late, very bad of me. But okay, now we'll try to set up the funnel with these barbs and go in from the bottom right here and go in with the roots like this. I'm gonna try and keep these ice golems away for as long as possible. It might have been better to wait a little bit longer with the RC, but no worries, we got this. King and queen on the outside will do good work. Let's all break them in and rage up the main army. Hopefully they'll be able to keep the queen alive on the side too. Yeah, perfect. And then put the overgrowth right there. And this should be a perfect attack. This is what we should have been doing the first times too, I think. Or at least that's how it's looking right now. But we tried 3 different raids. So if we see the base a couple more times, we know exactly how to hit it. And let's rage up, put our last spells down. And yeah, this is triple. Put the king ability. Let's go. Okay, finally we do get a different base, and it's one I do know pretty well. I mostly start RC from here and get the monolith and the spitter down, and then go in from the right side of the RC right now. So that's exactly what I'll try to be doing again, and it's looking like the RC pathing is going pretty well. I'd like to get a little bit more of this right side comp, but I've had some hits too, where yeah, just like this one, she paths into the expo. So I guess we can try to get a little bit more value. Yeah, this should have actually kept the fox alive, but yeah, no worries. We still got a good funnel set. So let's put the queen and the king here and go in with the army right there. Just like this, put the troop launcher down. And wall break the king into. And then I'll think I'm gonna rage early already, maybe a little bit later, like right here, and put the headhunter down. Yeah, the king ability went off in the meantime, but it doesn't matter. So on this base, it's important that town hall goes down, so this is the easiest way to do it. Mostly the troops path into it. Also put down the overgrowth a little bit centered to make sure my army stayed together right there. So right now it's just wrapping around, but this is looking pretty good. Still have very healthy heroes, so let's pop the rocket spear ability, put the freeze down, and yeah, collect this triple. Okay, so this time we have kind of different base style. It's kind of diamond base, which makes me think of the launcher kind of immediately, but the left side isn't really good value, and also going straight into the spitters. So I'm thinking of going with the RC on this top side and then using a log launcher into the town hall. So let's try that. I'm not sure how far the RC will actually get. She won't actually get far into the rage tower, probably. Definitely not with the town hall shooting already. So let's just see. Seems like yeah, it's pretty trapped up too with Teslas and bombs and everything. So yeah, I'll just use this last invisibility and then recall out. I would like to get this, yeah, Expo too, but it wasn't worth it. Since the ability got triggered, I got greedy. But yeah, let's go in with the Queen and Log Launcher for the Town Hall. King on the other side. Let's funnel. Yeah, okay, I wanted to funnel him, but he'll probably get pulled by the Teslas anyway. So let's go in with the roots from here. They'll go straight into this rage tower, and because the left side is actually pretty weak, the king should be staying alive quite a bit longer. The town hall is taking a little bit, also with these CC troops, so my army split. So let's use the warden ability and wait a little bit before using this overgrowth. I wanted to include this hook tower. Might have been better to keep it outside of it, but I just don't like it. Don't like taking that risk because the base is pretty much dead already if we can get this overgrowth compartment down. So let's just wait for it to wake up and pop the rage right here. And then the army should path straight into it, so we can use the last freeze if needed, but we don't need it. And this is another triple. Okay, we got another diamond style base. So once again, I'm gonna try to use the log launcher right here. We got crazy good value actually for it. So let's use the RC right here on the side. We don't need that big value. I just want to get this side compartment down, or not actually the compartment, just the buildings outside of the walls should be good enough as a funnel. So let's pop one more invisibility, and once this multi archer tower goes down, I'm gonna recall, like right here. Then let's go in with the queen and the giant arrow and the log launcher. Perfect. Put a witch too, and then place the other side with king and another witch. Let this run a little bit and then put the roots. Just like so. Yeah, this king is doing pretty stupid things following the queen on defense, or the RC actually. So, okay, my army is doing a pretty weird split. That's unfortunate, so let's pop the ability and hope the RC will stay in, but nah, she won't. I'm gonna use this overgrowth pretty much just to get the spitter down. And then normally everything should path all the way to the right side. And let's use the RC ability soon too, together with this skeleton spell. Let's rage her up, and then no, I can actually keep it a little bit longer. Yeah, let's just use it now, but the base is pretty much gone already. And we can just, yeah, we'll probably be able to swag everything, so let's go, good triple. Next up we have this pretty well-known double rage base again. So let's just use our standard approach and go in with the RC on the defending RC side, and then make our entry on the side of the monolith. So first off, let's focus on this invisibility and let's see how much value we can actually get. Ideally, we'd be able to get this scatter shot and the rage tower, then trigger the big bomb and then just recall out. So let's try that. Not even gonna double cycle anymore and just recall out. Okay, so now that we have that done, let's use this Tesla to start the root riders and the rest of the army, just like so. And then go in with queen like this and use a skeleton spell immediately together with the king and the witches. I'm also gonna wall break actually, because I want this monolith to go down as fast as possible. It wasn't actually needed, would have been a lot better to keep it, but yeah, meanwhile this army is getting into the core, so I popped the warden ability. Now this rage tower triggers, so let me put the overgrowth in immediately, rage up, pop the rocket spear ability, and this is looking pretty clean already. So yeah, the king is getting pretty wrecked, and now all I need to do actually is wrap around with my army, and when the overgrowth wakes up, try and use a good king ability. That's why I'm using these super barbs, because I wanted to use the spiky ball to get into the rage tower compartment, but it didn't. So let's wait and see if we need to freeze. I'm gonna use it to keep the warden alive, and yeah, this is triple. On these bases we just all know what to do already, so it shouldn't be any problem if you just find an approach and keep doing exactly that. You should be good. Okay, last up we have the biggest name yet, actually. We have Klaus. So let's see how we can take his base down. I'm looking to go into one of the spitter compartments, even though this will probably be pretty trapped up. So let's see. Okay, yeah, it's already starting, so this isn't actually ideal. Okay, now the fox is also getting pretty low, so yeah, the bait did get me already, and it's getting worse. So the funnel won't be made completely, so then the question becomes, how can we use it? Okay, very bad spirit walk, but doesn't matter. We'll use the log launcher together with the queen from right here, to get this left side down, and then go in with the king on the other side and go with the root straight into this rage tower with an early ability probably. So let's put everything down, rage up, and pop the warden ability right now. Okay, this is looking pretty good. This log launcher is getting good value, definitely if this queen dies. So time to rage up again and hopefully keep this RC alive. Let's pop the ability. Now that the rage tower has triggered, I'm gonna overgrowth half of it and try to protect with the skeleton spell too. This should be pretty good, but it does feel a little bit closer than I would have liked because of the bad spirit walk, of course. So let's keep going, and when this overgrowth wakes up, use the freeze right here. I want to get the queen in, but it doesn't actually matter. This is a triple. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll be going back to daily uploads right now. So yeah, we did very well. We got the 320. So stay tuned and like and subscribe to see if we can keep the streak going. See you in the next video, guys.